Welcome, Valpo fans, to another edition of the Valpo Coaches Show, brought to you by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. I'm Aaron Levitt, and joining me today is the head coach of the Valpo softball program, Megan Pettipies. Coach Pettipies, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you. Good morning.
It's been an exciting last couple of weeks for the softball program. Going back, you've won the series against UIC. You clinched that with the win yesterday at home. You win a game up at Northern Illinois. You take the series at Bradley, 2 out of 3 against the Braves. Just what's the mood been like around the team these past couple of weeks that has allowed them to come out on the winning end of these games?
Well, I think that they, have just finally come together as a team. And as you know, we got started a little late this year and, just the bumps that go along with having a new coach and new expectations and a new culture that we're enforcing. It takes a little bit of time and, us getting to know each other and just being on the same page has, really helped. The last couple of weeks, we've gotten into games. I think that we even went into the UNI, double header thinking that we were just going to play and just see how it went, and everybody was relaxed. And I mean, our pitchers have been spot on the last couple weeks. It really helps when they're able to hit their spots and they're finally conditioned enough and getting to that point where they're feeling a lot stronger, which is great.
Yeah, this pitching stretch been keeping me busy looking up the last time we've been doing all these different feats. It was the first time in program history between Easton Seib throwing back-to-back one-hitters and then Caitlin Kowalski throwing a no-hitter. The first time in program history we've had 3 games like that in such a close proximity. You mentioned them hitting their spots. What else have you seen from them over this stretch that has allowed them to enjoy this kind of success?
Well, I think that they've all just started to finally realize who each other are. And, as far as even who they are on the field and what they bring, we had a big heart to heart actually after we had come back from one of our trips 2 weeks ago on the bus. And I think it just allowed everybody to open up and be a little bit vulnerable and start to have that belief and faith in each other. And that all that stuff starts off the field, I feel like, with them and them becoming the people that they are. So I think that having that focus be something that they knew that they could bring together off the field and then have it at the field is a great feeling. And they've just been coming, they've been happy, they show up to play. If somebody makes a mistake, I feel like they've been able to handle that a lot better the last couple of weeks, just because they all are believing in each other. And I think that was a big part of the success run that we've had, because, in any game, even last weekend's game, like you saw, we manufactured some runs and things like that. We're not always doing necessarily the perfect things like a textbook would tell you to do in softball, but we're finding ways to get it done. And I think them knowing that they have teammates that they can trust and believe in has been a really big factor.
You go back to last Saturday, the no-hitter from Caitlin Kowalski. Just what's it like being there in the dugout watching her accomplish that feat?
It was amazing. She has worked so hard. She has a great attitude. To see her finally have that success was amazing. I mean, everyone was excited for her. We all, of course, in the moment, you don't know what's going to really happen, and everyone's trying not to jinx it. And but the girls just went out there and played. And, I think that helped her as well, because she knew that she could count on her defensive teammates and how they were doing. And I think all those little things, our offense scoring at the beginning of the game, getting up on a team, I think that in a mental aspect really affects how they continue to play throughout the game, and us making sure that we even put a couple more runs on the board for insurance. I'm sure that helped carried her through those 7 innings and allowed her to just be herself and not get panicked and stay, focused on the mound. And she did a fantastic job.
You've won back-to-back Valley series now over Bradley and UIC. You've got Drake coming in this weekend here at home, who you're tied with in the MVC standings right now. So another big series, going for 3 series wins in a row. What's it going to take to keep the success going this weekend?
Well, I think our pitchers need to stay, on task and focused. And I think our team needs to just come and be who they've been. They know that they play better when they're a little more relaxed and enjoying what they're doing. Obviously, wins help that, but I think that, just coming and being able to get ready for a game and know that they have an opportunity to take things, and believing is half the battle. So I think that that's a good start that we've had the last 2 weeks. And so going into this series, I think we're in a really good place to work hard. Even if we get down, our team's a fighting team. They know that. They're going to look to each other to pick each other up and get the job done.
Those three games here at home this weekend against Drake: Friday at 3, Saturday at 2, Sunday at noon. If you can't make it out to the field, Friday and Sunday on ESPN Plus, Saturday on ESPN3. Coach Pettipies, thanks for joining me today, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
This has been the Valpo Coaches Show, brought to you by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.